Laynie and welcome to my channel. How are you guys doing today? Leave it down below. You know I love hearing from you. While you're at it, let me know what you're wearing today. I am wearing the new Moon Milk by Frenshe. I think that's how you say it. Being Frenshe. I'm not really sure, from Target. I will have a review of it coming up next week, so check back. And today we're going to discuss fragrance tray of the month because holy moly, November is here. If you love fragrance content, beauty content, and a little tiny bit of lifestyle content just sprinkled on top, make sure you click that subscribe button, join the fam. You won't regret it. I'm biased, but we have a wonderful community here. If you want to hear about my last month's tray, how it went, and what I'm going to grab for this. Hi, so yes, I guess. I feel like Dr. Seuss. So yes, I guess let's jump right in. So honestly, my October tray really wasn't geared around the season. It was really geared around the fragrances I picked up on our vacation, which was the end of summer. So some of these are pretty summery. I wanted to get to know them. So I'm really glad I did do that. But I am ready to really dive into fall fragrances. I'm craving them for sure. I think I'll start real quick just talking about the stuff I didn't love for the month of October. I did find some that I'm really considering decluttering. I was actually gifted a little trio by Pacifica, which was just so cool. I don't often get sent things, so I'm so appreciative, but I don't love the Indian coconut nectar. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I'm not huge into coconut anymore. I'm into coconut when I don't really realize it's coconut, or it has to be the heart of summer for me to like really want to reach for coconut. This is coconut, vanilla, and amber. It is pretty. Like, it's pretty. There's nothing wrong with it. I would rather give it to a friend who I know would actually use something like this. Another one that I really ended up not liking, and I was disappointed because I like the opening. This is Zara Linen Musk, a very clean musk. I loved it at first because it's like a very bright, clean, tart, fruity musk, and it reminded me a little bit of a niche product I was falling in love with when we were in Florida. But there's something about when I wear this, it does not work for me. It really, like, it is very sharp. I feel it hit me in the back of the sinuses, and I don't enjoy it. So, and then I have here this is kind of surprising that I'm considering getting rid of it. Victoria's Secret Vanilla Bean and Macadamia Indulge. I don't dislike this at all. I don't dislike it at all. It's vanilla bean, macadamia. It says a botanical inspiration, lavish comfort. It is just one of those things how climate can so greatly affect fragrances, for me at least. When I was in Florida and I bought this, I got so much of the macadamia and it made it very rich and yummy to me. It doesn't smell as rich and nutty as it did when I smelled it in Florida. Like, I don't dislike it at all, but I don't love it. And so for that, I don't really want to add it to my collection because I feel like I have other things I should be reaching for that I enjoy more. And then a recent purchase, because it's also funny how things can smell so different on other people. I was going on a walk with my friend and she was wearing Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. Pumpkin Latte, toasted marshmallows, creamy sandalwood, and praline musk. My daughter is wearing high heels, so if you hear lots of banging upstairs, that is why. All the notes sound right up my alley. On her, this literally smelled incredible. We were walking for our evening walk and I was like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? You smell so good. On her, I got lots of the marshmallow and I love that. I really get more of, I feel like, the kind of latte and not that fluffy, yummy marshmallow that I loved on her. And so for that, I'm thinking about decluttering it. Again, nothing wrong with this at all. It's an enjoyable fragrance. I just feel like I don't love it. I have things similar. Why have it clog up my collection and sit there and get no love? So considering getting rid of that one. And then the last one that I'm on the fence about, but I'm not ready to totally get rid of yet, and part of me really likes it. I love the praline. I love the nuttiness. It does remind me of Baklava Royale, but like a watered down. Baklava Royale by Navitus is like really syrupy and thick. This is a much more lighter version. I don't hate it by any means. I just don't know. When I pick up too much of that salt, I don't love it. So I don't know. We'll see. And also I do feel like this reminds me of Sol de Janeiro too, which I have. So I'm like, again, is it redundant? It's on the line. Okay. something I added back into my collection. I was thinking of decluttering this, and it had been so long since I smelled it, and I see so many people talk about this that I was like, well, maybe I'm gonna keep it. This is Jimmy Choo Illicit. Orange blossom, bitter orange, ginger, caramel, honey, vanilla, cashmere. I pick up quite a bit. I would say it's like an ambery floral. It is smooth. Like I get a caramel sense in the smooth vibe and a sweet vibe. I wore this to work the other day, and I did get a major compliment on it. He was like, that's one of the best ones I've smelled on you, because I always wear a fragrance to work. But I do enjoy it, honestly. I did pick up Blueberry Bund Cake from Bath & Body Works, and I really like this one. It's very blueberry cakey, totally gimmicky, cliche, not fragrancy at all. Very, very true foodie fragrance, but I do like it. I picked up Papaya Tropic by Le Monde Gourmand, and I love the note of papaya. I don't think it's used enough. The two from Pacifica that I actually do really like, the Dream Moon and Island Vanilla, these are perfect for me for hair. They're hair safe, and I feel like they're a good boost to my fragrance of the day. Pink Friday, I actually much prefer Annika. Like Annika is top notch to me, but this bottle is so stinking cute. To me, this is very gym scent. It's spunky, it's fruity, it's fun. I love Annika so much more, but the bottle is so cute that I'm gonna keep her in my collection just because it's adorable. I love it. One I've really come to like, the caps are crazy tight. This is Skylar's, I always forget, Sunkissed Dahlia. If you like Eden Juicy Apple, it reminds me a lot of it, which I have, but I am actually in the process of trying to sell that one because I just don't reach for it. It doesn't last on me. I go really nose blind to Eden. But this one has a custard note in there that I feel like really elevates this one for me. I literally just bought this, and look, I've been spraying her. This Skylar's don't last the longest. Like, they're not power performers. There's something about this one for fall that I think is beautiful. I do think apple notes are great in fall, but the custard in there really does something to elevate this for me where I really enjoy it. Where Eden, I feel like, is apple and sugar, and it just doesn't do enough for me, where the custard note brings out the sweetness but a creaminess that I really like. So I really do like this one. I'm glad to have it in my collection. I'm a pretty big Skylar fan. Zara Cashmere Musk. So I don't love the saltiness. This is pretty salty. Certain salts I can do, like I love Olympia Intense, and it has a salt note, but this one is very salty. The main reason I'm keeping it is because there is a very prominent popcorn note, which I find interesting. I can honestly admit it's probably not something I'm gonna reach for all the time, but I think it's fun to sniff. I have a couple in my collection that aren't something I reach for, but I enjoy coming down to sniff on occasion because they're an odd note. Like I have a cola fragrance that I don't really wear, but I do love smelling it because it literally smells like a soda pop. It's so cool. This one smells like popcorn. Very fun. Can't say I'm gonna wear it all the time. One that I really enjoy, this is Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar, a very rich ambery and vanillic pineapple. Honestly, even though it's pineapple, I feel like you could wear this one all year because I get a lot of the amber and vanilla in the dry down. So I am excited to have this one in my collection. This one could almost go unisex on the right guy. One that I truly love in my collection. It's so funny how some of the more affordable ones are really like ones that I truly love. And this is the Victoria's Secret Bear. I picked this up when they had a fragrance sale, and oh my gosh, this is such a good, beautiful, easy reach, every day, every occasion, just an easy wear. I truly love this fragrance. I also think the bottle is just absolutely stunning. If you are someone who has a normal fragrance collection of like 1-2 bottles, like this is one that just looks so elegant sitting on your vanity. It's beautiful, it's effortless, it's timeless, it's literally all season, all occasion. I think this would make a beautiful signature scent. And then the other one I picked up at their sale is Daring, and I do like this. I'm just on the fence if it fits me. I won't lie, I've probably been filming for close to an hour now and maybe done 12 minutes of content because holy moly, my house is so loud right now. My child is upstairs having some meltdowns, the dog is barking. Some days filming at home is tricky. Thicker, more syrupy version of Baccarat. It's definitely inspired by all of the different Baccarat smells out there. To me, is very unisex, like very unisex, and I didn't really pick that up so much in store. Again, climate just affects fragrance for me. And now that it's getting cooler, I feel like this is smelling denser, thicker, and a little more masculine. I really love the way it smells. I just don't know if I feel right wearing it. Not ready to give it up yet, but it is one that I could see myself down the road possibly getting rid of because, again, it's just a little more unisex than I enjoy. And then my big purchase this summer, my M. Michele Soleil Passion, I don't know, summery fruity fragrance. So happy. It's like sunshine in a bottle. I really do enjoy this fragrance a lot. Definitely not something I would reach for this time of year, but I could see myself totally picking it up this summer. It really is just beautiful, inviting, feminine, and oh so happy, which I love. And then I will tell you, I again didn't reach for any of my Juliannas. Truly, the month just flew by and I was trying to get through all the ones I purchased on vacation. I didn't even have time to pick these up. Well, that is my roundup for the month. I'm gonna put these away real quick and then we will discuss what I'm feeling for the month of November. I just want everyone to know I'm so proud of myself. Last night I came down here, I organized, I decluttered. I'm very excited about it. Like, I feel like everything looks so fresh. I'm getting rid of things I don't love. There's still a few in there that I'm like not 100% on keeping, but like it's so much better. I feel like it's very organized. And I'm really excited to pick out some fall fragrances. I'm really thinking this one, the Guess Seductive Noir. I'm also, ooh, I love some of these Zara Vanillas. Those would be pretty. Oh man, really fall fragrances are hard to pick because they're so specific to one season that I like just want to almost overfill my tray, but I know if I go too big, I won't use all of them. So I have to think for just a second. 22, that's like one a day. And then a couple repeats. That's quite a bit, I can't lie, but I'm excited about it. Some of these are ones that I haven't reached for in a while. Some are ones I don't know much about because I, again, haven't really reached for them. That's what happens when you have too many perfumes. I can't lie. That's why I always say I really don't recommend a collection the size of mine. It's sometimes very pointless. No particular order. One body spray that I don't often reach for, but I really love and I do feel like works in the cooler months. This is Midnight Amber Glow. I believe it was discontinued a while back. Smooth Amber, Caramel Latte, and Vanilla Bourbon. I do really like that one. One I absolutely love here. This is Sugarful and Spice. I wore this one day to work and one of my coworkers was like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. It is like the most creamy, smooth sugar fragrance with a beautiful, zesty, spicy ginger. I love it. One that probably in the air would smell a little similar. This is more powdery to me. This is Vanilla Bourbon by Mix Bar. At least to my nose, I get a decent amount of powder. It is a very loved cheapie. Mix Bar makes some really nice fragrances. Not the longest lasting, but for the price, you really can't beat it. You can pop it in your bag, reapply. A really lovely, spicy almond. I love this. This is Amande by Solinotes. It's so good. Honestly, smells really high-end in my opinion. Liquid Gold by Julianna. This smells exactly like MFK Gentle Fluidity Gold. Honestly, probably a favorite in my collection. The original of this is just a masterpiece and this smells so spot on. Quite a few vanillas going on in here, I can't lie. A very, again, luxe Boss Babe Mysterious Deep Vanilla Guess Seductive Noir. It's supposed to smell a lot like Mon Guerlain Intense. I really do love this. Such a good cheapie. A very spicy vanilla that I'm not sure I love, but I'm not ready to part with her because I do feel like she's getting better. I've had this since it launched. Ledda's 18 Vanilla Nera. This is Boss Babe Vanilla. This is not an easy reach. It's not going to be for everybody, but she is getting better. Have any of you tried her latest launch, the Ledda Brûlée? Very intrigued by that one. Liebe Plantine. I actually got this in Influencer, which was so awesome. I had the full-size Libre Intense, but I really didn't need both. They're very similar. This might just be a little bit more aromatic. Again, a Boss Babe fragrance. One that I have debated getting rid of, Navitus Lost in a Dream. But in the right weather, I enjoy it. It takes a very specific weather. It has to be a little cool. It can't be raining. I wore it on a rainy day, didn't like it. I have put this in my declutter pile several times, then I ended up pulling it back out. I'm just not ready to let go of her yet. We'll see how she wears this month. Fireside Marshmallow. Honestly, this is like a very tame version of this to me, but this is truly like intense smoky. like very smoky. Not an everyday reach for me, but for the right occasion, I love it. Like I have used this. The vanilla in there is so rich and good, but it takes growing your nose to get used to that one. This is the alt version, excuse me, of By the Fireplace. I also grabbed Alt Falcon, which is supposed to smell like Altair. I never smelled that one, I don't believe, or if I did, it was a long time ago. But I hear so many good reviews of that one. I was like, okay, I need to pull this out, give it a try. As you can tell, I really haven't worn it. One that I had in my declutter pile, pulled back out because it really is good. This is the Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. A fragrance I purchased during a sale and I haven't reached for. This is fragrance 01 by Dedcool. I believe it's also known as Taunt. Definitely an amber, kind of a smooth, a little powdery, vanillic amber. I'm excited to give it a wear. One that I really do love. Oh, this is so good, honestly. Gilded Fox by Pinrose. This one almost is a little bit more Christmassy to me than fall, but I think end of fall, it'll work. One that I just wanted to reach for because I haven't really worn it. This is Juliette Has a Gun Juliette. Kind of a spicy yet fresh cherry. I feel like all of theirs you can kind of tell they're from the same fragrance house. They all kind of have some similarities. Two duos that I have left in my collection. This is Priceless Princess, which smells like Killian Princess, and then the Guide, which smells like, it really smells like guidance. It's intense though, don't overspray it. You will knock people out because this is an extrait de parfum and that fragrance is already insanely powerful. Like a couple spritzes, that's it. Oakcha's Heaven Speak, which smells like Killian's Angel Share. One that I've really come to love, Ellis Brooklyn Bee. Oh my goodness, I wore this to work and everyone was complimenting me. It truly smells like the feeling of velvet. It's smooth, it's rich, it's cocoa, honey. It is just truly, truly rich. I feel like the longer it sits, the better it gets. One I love for fall. This is fall literally in a bottle. If you want to smell like a cinnamon broomstick, this gets you real darn close. And then Sweet Peony, because I always mix it with Sensual Instinct. This one by Montale is pretty intense. Some people compare it to Baccarat. I could see the resemblance. This one to me is way more rich Boss Babe. I do like this because I feel like it tames it just a little bit. That is my lineup for November. I feel like there's a lot of heavy hitters in there. My goodness, a lot of heavy hitters, but this is the season to do so. There's honestly a few others I could have pulled, but like you can only fit so many. If you get too many, you really can't use them. And that is the point of a fragrance tray, is to use stuff up, learn it, learn if you love it, toy around with some layering combos, find some love. Let me know what you are reaching for in the month of November. I'm sorry if this video sounded terrible with all the noise upstairs. My apologies, but we live here. And as always, you guys, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Mwah! I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.